Hello everyone, my name is Daytrack, and today I'm going to be going ahead and showing you exactly what's going on with version 2.2.1. I haven't really made an update video since 2.1.0, and I'm going to go ahead and explain as to why and the amount of changes that have come into Request Plus, because holy shit, there's a lot of them. So first of all, major API changes, and also client changes. We'll get to those here in a minute. But I want to go ahead and just explain that Request Plus is a lot more feature heavy now. The queue system's been redesigned again from the ground up. We've got channel points. You now have this auto queue chat searches for Spotify and Apple Music at this time. SoundCloud is now outside of the experimental branch. So if you guys want to use SoundCloud, there's going to be a guide on how to get SoundCloud set up entirely for your account so that you can use SoundCloud as a platform. And another thing is we're on 2.2.1. Any clients below 2.2.0 are now deprecated. Please uninstall those versions and update, because you will not be able to use it otherwise. It will keep disconnecting you from the WebSocket. You better make sure you update. 2.2.0 released 2 days ago. And I'm going to go ahead and read out this change log for you. So the major bug was changed. There was multiple instances where the TMI clients, basically the thing that handles all the chat functionality with the Twitch bot, right? This thing, it would spam messages like this. You could see 420, 420, 420, 420. Like it would spam messages basically saying, oh, there was not like it just kept reinitializing the handlers because the TM API client, after re-authentication, registered too many handlers for chat, causing multiple messages to send between the client and the server. This would repeatedly add items to queues. The player just would freak out. The queue system actually now works. If someone requests the same song twice, it should handle it agreeably twice. Now, it also handles if other people request the same song. So like say one account requests the same song and another account requests the same song. Instead of just killing both of them, it now actually handles per user. Fixed a bug where the local wouldn't apply to the client when you changed it via the website. This wasn't loading the local properly. I have no idea as to why. But now, pull up the website, go to settings, language, change it to Spanish. And then if I reload the client, again, you have to go down to the tray, quit, and then reload the client or wherever you've installed it. It should now update this stuff. Apparently, it's not working in the... it's because my session up here is expired. That's why. Now that should work. Sometimes your session on the website doesn't really work, so you have to, at least the language thing, it doesn't work. Or this bug came back, apparently. Huh. Okay. It looks like this bug came back. I'll have to fix it again. Yay. I'll have to figure that out. Yay. So that bug is back. Prevented malformed scopes from crashing Twitch/YouTube Discord bot status commands. Prevented malformed stored scopes from crashing the Twitch API or Helix feed fallbacks. Prevented duplicate TMI pending search and health check timers. Hardened the reconnect wait behavior for the Twitch client. Fixed kick token refresh response crash when a token was revoked or deleted. Fixed Apple Music search responses handling in WebSocket search requests. Ensured users created from bearer or legacy cookie auth get a default local. Added local to auth responses from register, login, refresh, migrate, and JWT token responses. Added shared moderation commands for handling Twitch kick and YouTube chat with SR help, Q, SR remove, SR mod, and guess are all the new commands. WebSocket message changes, which I won't go into detail, and Q endpoint added, syncing the Q object from the client. You can actually see this on the website if we go to Q. Right here, this one. You see, it says my queue is empty, and that is because it is empty. And what it does is every time someone presses this refresh button, it pings my client. You could literally spam this endpoint and spam data at my client. That's going to be very fun. I'll have to implement a rate limit. There is a rate limit. Don't worry, there is a rate limit built into the code itself, so it won't do it. Fixes. First of all, we've redesigned the README. Appears on GitHub. We now actually have a cool little screenshot on the right-hand side with some text on the left. I decided to update this and completely revamp how everything works. Adjusted the README screenshot layout so the image appears besides the input of text with a table border, which I got rid of. We added a new setting for auto queue chat searches. When enabled, Apple Music chat searches immediately use the first result instead of waiting for SR accept. Current default remains off, preserving the existing manual accept flow, and added this as a persistent setting. WebSocket message changes, which I did document, which is queue sync request, moderation command, and guess the song guess. Added command handlers for the new commands. Added one guess attempt per user per song. Added local guess the song score and GTS scores.json. Added responses for correct, wrong, duplicate, or disabled guess the song states. Improved YouTube Manager will only ask once for a token, and if that fails, catches it and says that it's not open or the port is wrong. And added Spotify searching. We changed the website to add a queue page for public viewing, while also showing the queue IDs for moderators. Locals now sync to the client and chat responses, and updated text in locals. So that basically the text wouldn't be like stupidly, like if I were to go settings, language, this, boom, boom, like this page. Oh, okay, so this just doesn't have translation keys apparently, which is weird. I don't like that actually. I don't like how that doesn't have a translation page. We'll have to fix that. And then in 2.2.1, which is our current version, which I just released, fixed a 502 unexpected error from the WebSocket. Basically, whenever the server would go offline, or if, like, let's say, like Cloudflare would go offline, or something to do with the tunnels, like, just broke. It would return this 502 server error because Cloudflare would send that error to the clients every time it would try to connect when it couldn't connect to a WebSocket there. And we had to replace that entire feature. So now the 502 errors just does the reconnect function. We added channel point support for Twitch. Right now, this is only a create and delete function. It's not something that works with chat yet, and we're going to implement chat functionality to detect channel points and to detect the ones that have the certain ID. As you can tell, there's your channel point ID, at least according to the API. You can delete this channel point ID by just clicking delete channel point reward. It actually get rid of it. I'm not joking. That will actually delete it off of your Twitch account. And then you can always change it and change the color and the cooldown and stuff like that. But you can only have one channel point. You can only have one. Okay? Guess the song is still here. Moderation and filter explicit is still here. SoundCloud is now a fully supported platform with queues, song requests, and pulling the information, except for the queue. The queue does not pull information for SoundCloud. And Spotify and YouTube, the two platforms where you have double platforms, are still experimental. So I haven't really tested this out on my new computer yet. But go ahead, and if you do have access to experimental by just asking me for experimental access or paying $3 a month to the Patreon, this experimental access will be given to you automatically. I currently have, because I'm the owner, I have, experimental access for myself. Check updates still work. This button still works. Everything still works. Everything should still function. And yeah. That's what I like. And look. SoundCloud Go Burr now. We actually have the volume slider working. That took a while. Debugging SoundCloud website bullshit. Anyway, have a great rest of your day, and thank you all so much for using Request Plus. If you want to see more update videos like this or other tutorials, make sure to let me know down in the comments or join our community Discord server at requestplus.xyz/discord. Thank you all so much, and have a great rest of your night.